And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So TCU's offense takes the field. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him.
Kearney on the Jets! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Quick completion on the out route. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. Put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
The Horned Frogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
No, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll ride Davis here. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago, That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. First play of the period will be a second down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Trying play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Pulls and fires complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McAllister.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snagged in the middle. It's McAllister. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. On the ground, it's Payne. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Trying to do it on the ground. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And how about about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football. They stick to what they do well. They know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, fire complete to the back. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go. The Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got it in the middle, it's McAllister. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the returner will be Now, this drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive.
And a sack all the way back at the 5. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it down the middle. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Hunt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Wide open, and it's a foot race. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Caught over the middle. It's McAllister. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Scrambling away. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, TCU.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and still on his feet. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single...
He's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Got it set up on the outside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and put the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The RPO, it's complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to Davis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Noles will bring the punt team onto the field.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Makes the catch. It's McAllister. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Bring in the heat. Fires finds his big tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, that's two very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number one, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw and do. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Pittman. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. It's first down from their own 23-yard line.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Castellanos. Gets it out quickly. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Pressure coming. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.